Hi everyone, today's story is called Jack and Nancy, which is written by a man called Quentin Blake. Now he was an illustrator on a lot of Roald Dahl's books, but later on he actually became an author and he started writing his own stories. So this is called Jack and Nancy. Once, many years ago, there was a boy called Jack and a girl called Nancy. They lived with their father and mother in a cottage at the seaside. From their bedroom window they could see the ships sailing out to sea. Sometimes the sailors would tell them stories of the strange places that they had been to. Once a sailor showed them a parrot in a cage and told them about the jungle, where it was always hot and parrots flew about among the trees. "Oh, I wish I could go there," said Jack. One day, Jack and Nancy walked up into the hills for a picnic. Nancy carried some buns and some apples in a handkerchief, and Jack carried his father's big green umbrella. When they sat down to eat, they felt a few spots of rain, and Jack put up the umbrella to keep them dry. At that moment, a great wind blew. Jack held tight to the umbrella. Nancy held tight onto Jack, and suddenly the wind blew them up into the air. Up they went through the clouds. Until at last, after a long time, they came into a clear sky. Slowly the wind dropped, and the big green umbrella began to float down towards an island in the sea. There they are up there. Whew, that's high. Down they floated between tall trees. Flying about among the branches were parrots, just like one of the sailors had told them. They landed on the ground with a bump, and when they looked up, on top of the umbrella was a big red parrot. Jack and Nancy set off through the jungle, and the parrot went with them, sitting on the handle of the umbrella. Before long, they came to a stream. In one place, the stream became a waterfall, and they had to climb down over the rocks to get to the bottom. In the end, they came to the sea, but there were no people and no ships to take them home, and so they were going to have to stay. Each morning they ate fruit and drank from the bushes, and they drank water from the nice, clear stream. They swam in the sea with the fish. The water was actually quite warm. They're like junior explorers, aren't they? At night they climbed onto a mossy branch and went to sleep. And every day they kept watch, hoping a ship would come. But days passed, and no ship came to the island. "We shall never see home again," Nancy cried. Then, one morning, there was a ship out at sea. Jack shouted, and Nancy shouted, and the parrot screeched. He made the most noise of all. The ship stopped. That was lucky. And some sailors got into a little boat and rowed towards the shore. They had not seen anyone on the island, and they were amazed at how Jack and Nancy got there. "You must come on board ship with us," said one of the sailors, "and we will take you back home." On the ship, Jack and Nancy lived with the sailors. For their meals they had salted pork some very hard, crunchy biscuits. The sailors sang sea shanties for them and showed them how to tie knots in a piece of rope. When they got back, the sailors rowed Jack and Nancy to the shore. Their father and mother were overjoyed to see them, and you can imagine how happy Jack and Nancy were after all their adventures to be home safe again. There they are. It looks like the parrot followed them home too. Right, what a good adventure story that was. So today, I'd like to see if you could have a go at writing a short story about an adventure. You can start it off the same way. It can include you or a friend. You maybe go for a picnic or go for a walk with an umbrella and it blows you away. But instead of doing an island like was in the book, why don't you try and come up with some magical island with some magical things on it? And then you get back home safe, ready for tea, just like all good stories have. Okay? So have a go. I'd love to see what you come up with. Have a great day. If you are out all day, it's a bit cloudier today. Okay? So, see if you can write an adventure story. Okay. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.